this review is going to be a quick one, but since I've been doing reviews where I show off multiple engines in one video, I couldn't remember if I've done Bill and Ben. But then I remembered that, Bill and Ben are pretty similar, so it'd basically just be like reviewing one engine. So I was thinking of what other twins I have. I'm like, Donald and Douglas are pretty, bland. And then I was like, oh yeah, Wilbert and 16. And I know a lot of people love the way the Ertl Wilbert and 16 look, and so do I. So this review is going to be pretty quick because they're pretty basic engines, but I figured I would give them their time to shine. So first up, we have Wilbert, and he was named after Wilbert Awdry, Reverend Wilbert Awdry, who wrote the Thomas and Friends stories, and I believe there's an actual engine in real life which was named Wilbert after, for the same reason. I think that's really cool that they did. He deserves a dedicated engine, dedicated to him, because he's the one who came up with the most famous engine in the world, pretty much. So, and one of the most popular icons in the world. So, yeah. I can't pinpoint the exact book he was in. I do remember Percy's Porridge was one of them. One of the stories. But yeah, Wilbert's a very kind engine. He's formerly known as Wilbert the Forest Engine, and he's pretty much a fan favorite. He's dated 1990. I think that's 8. Let me check Wilbert. I'm at 16 real fast. Yeah, I think that's 1998. Whenever I got him, he had a crooked wheel, but I've gone in and fixed that, so he rolls just fine. It was quite a hard job, but I got it eventually. Side rod, I think he originally had silver buffers. They're not there anymore because I got them used. You got the handrail detail. It says Wilbert. The funnel. Very nice face. So, yeah. Oh, you got the windows at the back. He's a very, very good-natured engine, and he's definitely one you should add to your collection if you haven't already. Next up is 16, which is actually my favorite out of the two. He's only been featured once as a flashback story, but this guy, he's a real rule breaker. I'll tell you that much. So basically, the story behind 16 is that he kind of did the same thing as Thomas did in Down the Mine, where he crossed a danger sign, and he ended up falling. He went on a sort of cliffish area. It's kind of hard to explain, and he toppled over because he was too heavy, and he went past the danger sign, which is why that all happened. And I believe he was spared, and he was given to another railway where he works now. And I'd imagine he's a much smarter and less sassy of an engine, or less bossy engine, or very high-tempered engine. So him and Wilbur are the exact same model. He's just repainted. So he has this number 16 with the handrails. I believe their faces are actually the exact same, but they're painted differently. I like 16's expression more. I like 16 as a character more because he's a rude, arrogant engine. We have enough softies on Sodor. We need engines like these. His prototype actually looked nice because there were these caution stripes painted there, and on the final version they aren't there, and I don't know why, because they look nice. You have all the lining and the windows at the back, and as I said earlier, he's 1998. I do believe this is 1998. I don't know, the lettering's quite small. If you want to take a go, there it is. So yeah, that was my review on the Ertl Wilbert and 16.